Good morning students. In the last class, we have discussed about alternating voltage applied to a resistor and inductor. As we already discussed that how the alternating current impacts the circuit elements has been discussed in the cases. Now, we come to the concept of capacitor. As we know, a capacitor is a device which is used to store charge or electric field in the form of electric lines of force. Now, if you apply alternating current or alternating voltage to this capacitor, how the current and voltage will changes. So, that concept we are going to discuss here. So, in this case, we connect a capacitor which in turn connected to an AC source. Let us consider the capacitance of the capacitor is C and the charge enclosed by this capacitor is Q. We applied alternating voltage V and the current starts to flow through the capacitor. Let us see. What is the applied voltage? Applied voltage V equals to Vm sin omega t. Okay. As we know that an AC voltage applied to a capacitor is called what? Capacitive circuit. Previous, when AC voltage applied to a resistor is called resistive circuit. Here this is called what? Capacitive circuit. We can say that an alternating voltage applied to a capacitor is called capacitive circuit. Okay. Now, we should calculate the current flowing through the capacitor. So, there is no option because here charge is stored, right? Yes. Potential across capacitor. What is the potential across capacitor? V is equals to Q by C. That implies Q is equals to Vc or Cv. What is V? Q is equals to what ma? Vm C sin omega t. So, I want to calculate current, means we know very well that the rate of flow of charge is called current. So, current I is equals to dq by dt. So, differentiating this quantity we can get current, right. So, differentiating the above equation what do you get ma? Dq by dt is equals to Vmc is constant, d by dt of sin omega t. As we knew very well that d by dx of sin x is equals to what? Plus cos x into d by dx of ax. Same thing we are going to apply here. The rate of flow of charge is considered as what? Current, that is I Vmc into cos omega t into again d by dt of omega t. What is d by dt of omega t? Omega is constant, d by dt of t is 1. So, I can write this equation as what? I is equals to Vmc cos omega t into omega. I can rewrite this equation as I equals to Vm by this c and omega I can write like this 1 by omega c. See 1 by omega c if you come numerator omega c, right. So, into cos omega t. Here as we consider in the previous case I am substituting here 1 by omega c as xc is equals to 1 by omega c. What is xc is capacitive reactance. Xc is what ma? Capacitive reactance. What capacitive reactance we will discuss here. Okay. Next, as usual, cos omega t can be written as what? Sine of omega t plus pi by 2. Sine of omega t plus pi by 2. Substituting these two, what can I write here? I equals to Vm by, in place of 1 by omega c, we are writing Xc into sine of omega t plus pi by 2, that is equals to what? I equals to Im sine of omega t plus pi by 2, where what we have written Im is equals to Vm by Xc. Is it right? So, this is equation number 2. Now, we got voltage. What is voltage? V is equals to Vm sin omega t and I is equals to Im into sine of omega t plus pi by 2. So, here the current, before condition in inductor, current lags voltage by pi by 2. Here current leads voltage by pi by 2. Is it right? Because voltage is at sin omega t and current becomes sine of omega t plus pi by 2. From this condition we can easily write that from 1 and 2, we can say that voltage lags current by pi by 2 or current leads voltage by pi by 2, anything, both are same. Now, we got phase difference. Let us draw the graphical representation, how it varies in the term of waves. I already said that applied voltage always remains constant, right? So, that is, this is Vm and this is minus Vm. Here current is leading, so when it is at 0, it is at maximum, right? So, this will be current and current is voltage is maximum, current will become 0. Okay, and these are the representations of, this is what? Im, this is minus Im, how the voltage and current will varies. Next, if you want to draw the phasor diagram, how the phasor diagram will represent that? Let us take the axis, x axis and y axis. Voltage is a projection vector which is projected at angle omega t and this is V, this is Vm. It leads means this is I is equals to Im. What is the angle here? Pi by 2. Okay. Next, here phase angle how much? Phi is equals to pi by 2. What you can get? Average power, P average is equals to Vrms Irms into cos phi. Since phi is equals to pi by 2, average power is equals to what? 0. The power consumed is what ma? 0. Okay. Next, we left one concept. What is that? Capacitive reactance. What is capacitive reactance here? Xc, right? So, inductive reactance is what? The opposition offered by the inductor to the flow of AC. So, here this capacitor also opposes the flow of AC. So, the opposition offered by the capacitor to the flow of AC is called what? Xc. What is Xc we have substituted there? 1 by omega c, that is equals to what? 1 by 2 pi Fc. Since it is also opposition, we represent in ohms. X is equals to what? Here Xc is inversely proportional to frequency. If frequency decreases, capacitive reactance increases, as well as Xc is inversely proportional to capacitance of the capacitor. So, this is about what? Capacitive reactance. So, the opposition offered by the inductor to the flow phase is called inductive reactance, and the opposition offered by the capacitor is called capacitive reactance.